So, what happens after you build the brand? Welcome to Startup Diaries, where I bring you behind the scenes of what it really means to turn a brand into a tech-enabled business. So, I just got out of my first interview as part of my customer research, and it was interesting. I really have no clue where this interview is going to lead me. Now I'm going to go to one more interview, and maybe at the end of this call having two perspectives. I know I'm not supposed to focus on the solution right now, but I'm super curious and wondering what can emerge from these, what type of product or service can emerge from these interviews. My surveys, let me see how many answers. It's a little bit slow. I thought I would crush the surveys goals like so easily, but it's not happening right now. In the past, like when it was for college, it was so fast. I thought that right now I could also have these answers very fast, but I'll keep sharing on my social media. I've also asked my friends to share, and I'll keep reminding people to answer the survey. So yeah, that's the update for the customer research phase. This week I definitely have to work more on the research part of the customer research. So the types of research I've chose was data research, so search what I already have on the internet and reports, stuff like that. Then interviews and survey. So these three types of research. And I also have to go back to the problem. I draft the problematization, what I'm trying to solve, but I still have to put the dots on the I. I don't know if in English you guys have this expression. In Brazil we say pôr os pingos nos is. So yeah, that's the update. It's not that I don't feel motivated, but I think I feel more grounded, because after the meeting in person with Djassi and all the girls, I was so hyped up on this high energy, because exchanging with community it gets this like drug effect of being high. But now I also think it's nice to have this more neutral perspective for this journey. So yeah, let's see where it takes. I literally have 2 minutes and my other interview is going to start. Goodbye. Actually, I think you guys can come along with me. So let's see if the camera will endure while I do the interview, at least for a few minutes, so you guys can see the questions that I've asked and also the feedback I'm receiving from the person I'm interviewing. And for context as well, I've chose for the interviews clients of mine because for the interviews the idea is to be more intimate and to have a conversation tone. And if I chose someone that I don't know for the interview, the answers it would be different from someone that already knows me and trusts me and understand that they can say as it is and they can say as they want. So that's it. Let's start this interview. So I just want to update on my startup diaries. Yesterday was the deadline to send the part of the customer research analysis, the customer research report, and also to conclude the business model canvas and the description of the business model, and also problem. So everything basically. So we can move to the third phase. Okay. what I did with the problem was I had wrote 2 first drafts of the problem, but without the customer research, only based with data from reports from the internet. So talking to a couple of friends of mine that are also entrepreneurs, and they think very analytical. I think very creatively. So hearing their feedbacks, because the customer research revealed something that I've already knew as well, that their challenges, the women of color entrepreneurs, most challenge is with branding and messaging. And the first one that it was like 77% voted was content and strategy. So because content is something that all of us struggle with, they were saying, why don't you calculate how much time would an average person or average entrepreneur spend creating content? And content that it's not converting, that it's not connecting, or that it's not translating the message that they want for their brand, and put that into money. How much time is that equivalent with the money? So what I did was I asked PT to research based on 2 clients of mine. Their website have their rates. So I asked ChatGPT to calculate on average how much time a person that it's not fluent in design, because I can do content very easily, very quickly. But my clients, it takes hours for them to do one post. No shade, it's just happened. That's my expertise, and that's why I'm here. So ChatGPT did that with 2 of my clients and their different ratings. And what it shows is that they calculated the rate of $40 and $15 per hour, which means if someone spends 6 hours a week trying to create content, it would be $300 per week on a rate of $50 per hour. And this in a year, it would be $15,000 a year of unproductive effort. Then there's 10 hours a week for $40, and it would be again $400 a week, and the year rate would be $20,000 per year of money wasted on content that they try to produce, and it's not resulting. So this is an invisible loss that bringing into money, it makes more tangible how problematic this content situation or this branding situation is. And that's what I did to rewrite my problem based on my customer research, and with this perspective in mind that they are wasting money trying to create content when they could be doing something else. So that's it. That's what I've been working. And yesterday I've went to, 9 p.m. finalizing this to send for them, and let's see where it takes. Anyway, this was one more episode of my Startup Diaries. Thank you for watching me yapping about my business. I think that's the whole purpose of the channel. The first episode was a voiceover with a little bit of reflection in the end, but I am getting used to talking to the camera again. And also, if you go to my channel here, you can see that I have very old videos, but it's in Portuguese. It's my native language, and for me to just grab a camera and start talking in English, it's not that it's not natural, because every day I speak English with my clients and within my business, but Well, sometimes I conjugate things wrong, so forgive me. Well, at least I'm doing that. At least I'm recording and I'm doing the things I said I was going to do. Anywho, thank you for watching and make sure to subscribe to the channel. There are more videos coming. Bye!